On my way out of Hampi, I immediately find another temple. Nandi, maybe?
So there's something just over here. I'm looking for Nandi, the bull who is the ride of Vishnu, who's one of the great three gods, the preserver, the maintainer. Let's see what we find around this corner. Doesn't look like Nandi at all. No, this is Narasimha. He's half lion, half man, and he's an incarnation of Vishnu. Well, it's not what I'm looking for, but it's a beautiful statue. And you can see he's sitting on a coiled up snake, which is then coming over the top, which is a sign of Vishnu. It's Vishnu's snake, basically. Beautiful. Not what I'm looking for, but gorgeous.
Well, I suppose it couldn't be that easy. Something tells me I'm gonna have to put in some legwork into this search. A white temple on top of a hill has caught my attention. But to get there, I have to cross this river in a traditional round boat, weaved like a picnic basket. I team up with another traveler who's headed in the same direction. I'm trying to find out the origin of these unique boats, the whats, whys, and whom's, but having a little bit of trouble communicating here.
How long to make the boat? Long time make? Sew it? 1 month? 2 months? To make, okay. This is really interesting. I've never seen boats like this before. It's almost like baby Moses was put in as he floated down the river as a baby. Is good for cross? Yeah. But easier? Is it?
After an extremely confusing bit of interaction, I decide some things are better not knowing, and I continue on my journey. Hey, what do you got in the picnic basket? Holy cannoli. This thing spins like the tea kettle rides at the amusement park. No, not that I go on tea kettle rides. I've seen them. I've seen them from a distance when I'm on the big bad rides. I feel a bit like baby Moses floating down the river. Or was that Sargon?
So this town, Hampi, is built on where there used to be an empire, right?
Yeah, 13th, 14th century, it was the Vijayanagara Empire.
Vijayanagara?
Vijayanagara, and if you break up that big word in English, so if you do a literal translation, it becomes victory town. Vijay is victory, and Nagar is town, city. So victorious city. It was very prosperous and very huge by any standards, even in those days. Probably a lot bigger than what you see in Greece and Rome nowadays.
This place has a real special feeling. There's ruins on par with what you'd find in Rome, the Greek Isles. But being off season, there's hardly any tourists here. And there's quite an exotic twist to the whole story. I mean, crossing on this round boat, the journey that it took to get here, instead of a Eurorail, we've gone by jeep, hiking, boat, tuk-tuk. So it's become quite an adventure. And then hearing their story is going to be a whole nother chapter in the trip. Happy we got out of Goa, that's for sure.
I'm in Hampi, Karnataka. I've made a few attempts to find a temple that would house a Nandi, Shiva's faithful steed, but nothing so far. After a dizzying ride on a round boat, I'm on my way up this temple that sits atop a hill. Safe and dry on the other side, I begin to climb. And climb, and climb, and climb.
So I saw this temple across the way, took another boat over. The locals down below tell me there's about 550 steps going up, give or take. Sounds like they're singing some kind of a religious song, chant, mantra up there. to whatever god this temple is dedicated to. We'll figure it out when we get up there. Yeah, you gotta be in good shape in India when you're exploring the temples. They don't have the tourist infrastructure per se that's gonna walk you right to the door, which is part of the charm. I always find that you enjoy something more when you have to earn it, as opposed to taking the tour bus right up to the front door steps. It's a tough haul, but the view just keeps getting better and better. Well, the music's getting louder and louder, so I must be getting closer, which is a good thing because I'm about to have a heart attack here. They weren't kidding with the 500-something steps.
The closer I get, the more I can make out the song. It sounds like a story being told to music. In case you didn't notice, just look at that little monkey photobombing me. I've had a number of good photobombs in India, from a kid doing a kung fu routine to an over-enthusiastic sidekick. But seriously, this monkey is feeling the spirit of Hanuman. Hallelujah!
You know, what's interesting is a monkey can pretty much groom its own body, but yet monkeys groom each other. And likewise, humans, they've theorized when we talk to each other, the majority of what we say are just stories. In other words, it's really meaningless. There's no information being conveyed. But what we're doing by telling stories to each other is bonding, creating relationships. And they say monkeys picking ticks off each other is essentially the same thing. Speaking of monkeys, I have a feeling this might not be a Nandi temple.
The Sanskrit epic Ramayana consists of 24,000 verses in 7 books and tells the story of Rama, whose wife Sita is abducted by the demon king of Lanka, Ravana. Hanuman, who was born right here in Kishkinda, plays a major role in the retrieval of Sita from Lanka.
Looks like we made it. This is it. So this is it, Mysterious White Temple.
जब चाहो ऑन हो जाओ, एपिक ऑन चलाओ. Available across all devices.